Now it's a weekend for Saka, and I'm not even surprised. That is Saka. Saka always delivers. I don't care about his work rate, but that is him. A goal and an assist. But how many times will you talk about Saka's creativity? That Saka is one of the most lethal wingers in the Premier League. So I was not surprised. The same to Mohamed Salah. A goal and an assist against Ipswich. People like Jolinton against Southampton. A 10-man Newcastle messing up with Southampton. The only goal from Jolinton, and Jolinton is among the talented Brazilians in the Premier League. The same to what Niklas Füllkrug will do to Aston Villa. I've watched Niklas Füllkrug from Werder Bremen, Borussia Dortmund in the Euros. This guy is so lethal. Even if he won't score, but they'll feel his energy. Niklas Füllkrug is among the lethal strikers we have in Europe. And when maybe he'll come in the second half with Niklas Füllkrug holding his ears like this, bro. The Aston Villa players will have to feel his energy. That guy is so lethal, and he doesn't mess up with chances. People like Mason Greenwood doing wonders in Marseille. And I always say there's no creative winger left at Manchester United that you can compare with Mason Greenwood. Unless Jadon Sancho at his prime. Those ones aside. Now, there are teams that are so nasty this weekend. Inter Milan playing against Genoa. We understand Genoa is a tough team, yes. But you are not supposed to be nasty to this extent. We know you guys are very serious, you want to win the Serie A, but you are not supposed to be so nasty to this extent. You are playing Barella, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and Mkhitaryan in midfield, with Matteo Darmian and Di Marco cooking in the flanks. You are lining up Lautaro Martinez with Marcus Thuram in front. The Bundesliga guys know who Marcus Thuram is when he was at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Another lethal one. At the same time, you have Dumfries on the bench, with the likes of Benjamin Pavard and the likes of Fratesi. You want to kill Genoa on their first game of the Serie A season. You know it's a plan to push Juve away from winning the Serie A, but Juve is also back with the likes of Federico Chiesa. Another one is Leipzig. You are playing against FC Essen in the DFB Pokal, a team from Bundesliga 3. Not even Bundesliga 3. You are playing against Essen, and you are lining up Openda and Benjamin Sesko in front, with Xavi Simons and Amado Haidara whipping passes at them. You guys are so nasty. You are subbing off Benjamin Sesko in the second half, and you're bringing in Andrea Silva against FC Essen. At the same time, you have Kevin Cambi and Sewell cooking in the deep six. They're holding in the pivot against FC Essen. We didn't do that to FC Aum. We brought Hurricane in the second half, and the likes of Kingsley Coman. We started 10. But you guys are bringing in the most lethal players in the Bundesliga you have. So the striker I always rate after Kane is Lois Openda. Now there's a German Super Cup between FC Stuttgart and Bayer Leverkusen. Because Bayer Leverkusen won the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal, and Bayern came third. So they had to go on a Super Cup with FC Stuttgart because Stuttgart was second in the Bundesliga last season. I know all of you think that Stuttgart are the underdogs. Okay, fine, they are the underdogs. But let me tell you, it won't be easy for Bayer Leverkusen. Stuttgart is not a joke. Even if they lost their Serhou Guirassy to Borussia Dortmund, there's still Denis Zundav and the likes of Silas Omangituka. There's Emedin Demirovic and Nicolas Woltermada. It's not going to be easy for Bayer Leverkusen. So basically, they are going to line up Emedin Demirovic with Denis Zundav, with the likes of Atakan Korazok whipping passes at them with Angelo Stiller. The creative Christian Furic is there. Maximiliano Metusic will be cooking in the left wing back. We know they'll come with their Grimaldo and the likes of Frimpong. And for them, everyone is fit from Florian Wirtz to Nathan Taylor. But I always say, let's wait and see. There's no clean sheet there. Stuttgart will have to score, Leverkusen will have to score. Again, Barcelona is going up against Valencia. We all know Barcelona needs a pivot. And they need a pivot more than they need a right winger. Frenkie de Jong has an injury, so they'll have to rely on the young boys from La Masia. That's the two Marcos, Marc Benan and Marc Camado. Or maybe Christensen. But they don't have a proper pivot, a proper CDM. And I always ask myself, why are they disturbing themselves with Nico Williams? As if he's Neymar or Ronaldinho. Why did they spend 60 million on Dani Olmo, a player they don't need? Pau Victor can play the same position. Pedri can overlap to the same position. Gavi can do the same position. Okay, fine. Dani Olmo is so versatile. But that guy is more creative on the attacking midfield, on the central midfield. Why were they spending 60 million on Dani Olmo, a player they don't need, instead of spending all the energy on Nico Williams? Now the season is starting, they don't have a proper pivot, they don't have a proper right winger. And all this is because of Deco and the other one. They are putting Barcelona into a mess.